Well, howdy there, Eagles fans. We are ready to present our Stallion Player of the Game Awards today. And with me is Steve Rayburn from Stallion Infrastructure Company. And Steve, first off, thank you so much and your company for sponsoring this award.
Sure, glad to do it, Gil. At Stallion, our purpose statement says that we spur on greatness. Our philosophy aligns with also aligns with the values of the school, which is providing greatness, right? So that this is kind of a way for us to be able to share share these two combined philosophies together, and recognize these young men who have done great things out on the football field representing their school and their community.
All right, well, let's meet them right now. Okay, right now we're going to meet our very first player of the game. It was number 3, Mark Mishler. Mark, congratulations.
Thank you.
On being the Stallion Player of the Game. Now, being the very first game of the season, you could really tell that you guys were ready to go out there and hit somebody else other than each other.
Yeah, we were really looking to get out there and really show the entire league what we could do, because we come off the 6-on-6 tournament, the state championship win, and we were still being underestimated. We were ranked pretty low in our own district, so we wanted to get out there and make a statement about what we knew we could do. That game was the very beginning of the season, and that game was really hot. And so everybody was trying to get out of there as fast as possible, and it came down to the wire. And so definitely in those situations, I think I thrive. And so I was really looking to get the team out of that stadium, finish the game, and that's what we did.
So any other moments that you remember from that game?
Definitely my big run. We were at like the 1-yard line. I was backed up in the back of the end zone, took off on the 80-yard touchdown. That was great. Thank my boys for blocking, setting that up for me. And then the defense just played an outstanding game that game, which allowed us to get out of there at half to keep the other team from scoring points so that we could get 45 and get out of there.
Right. Well, once again, congratulations. We look forward to seeing you on the field this week. Of course, it's homecoming, so that's going to be exciting for everybody as well.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Mark Mishler, your player of the game in week 1 here, the Stallion player of the game on your St. Joseph Eagle game of the week. Steve, let's go back over to you.
Here today with Walker West. He was the player of the game against Allen Academy. And, this is our award that is sponsored by Stallion Infrastructure. And I want to present you with this award.
Thank you.
And ask you, what do you remember about that game? What stands out to you the most in the game?
Really just our execution on offense and our defensive goal line stand, especially that big sack on 4th down by me. And me catching that touchdown, really, it was a great team win, especially against Allen, who is our rivals.
Yep. You guys played lights out, and what a great performance by you. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
With us right now is number 8, Peter Niver. And Peter, you are the Stallion player of the game for the Baytown Christian game. So congratulations on that.
Thank you, sir.
Here's your trophy. And that was a big game for the Eagles. Really one of your big tests, early on in the season. What do you remember from that game?
Yeah, well, that was actually my first game this year playing defense too, because Coach needed somebody fast to go out there to contain number 4, because he's a really good athlete. And so we knew that we were going to have a tough time going against him.
And then on offense, you had some big plays as well.
Yeah, I had 2 receiving touchdowns, and I actually had 3. One of them got called back, though.
You were our player of the game for this week.
Well, thank you.
All right, thank you, and good luck to you the rest of the season.
Thank you, sir.
Steve, back to you.
I'm here with Jackson Carey, and I'm going to present him with the Stallion Player of the Game trophy. This was the week against Brazosport Christian, and I want to present you with this trophy.
Thank you.
I'm going to ask you, do you have any memories that stick out for that game?
It was just a really good team win. It's hard traveling 3 hours and then getting off a bus playing a football game. So we were really clicking. We were really, really focusing on communication that game, and I feel like everything was firing. So really good team win, great communication.
Yeah, you did some great things, both carrying the ball and playing defense. Yeah, it had some key stops there, and also the recovery of the kickoff, the fumble. I'm sorry. So good job, and you played lights out, and it was great to see you perform out there.
Got it. Thank you.
All right, back to you, Gil.
With me right now is number 18, Brian Hutka, our Stallion player of the game for just last week. against the Falcons. And Bryant, it's my pleasure to award you with the Player of the Game award for that night. What a big victory for the team.
Absolutely, it was it started off a little rough, but then we got things going. We got the energy up, and we really had things going on defense and especially on offense. We had a couple stops, and they had a couple stops on us in the first 2 drives, but then we got things figured out. We played our game, and we showed everyone why we came out there.
Now, you were all over the place, offense, defense, but one thing that really sticks out is the last tackle of the game, which gave the ball over to you guys. You stood up and you kind of went like this in your uniform, and it was just one of those classic moments in the game.
Absolutely, it was just kind of like we had been a little rocky on defense for a couple plays, especially in that second half. They ran back one of their few touchdowns, and I was just like, I knew what we should have been doing on defense. I knew we should have been a leader. I should have been a leader. And so when I finally got that 4th down tackle to stop it and give the ball to our offense, we could kneel the ball down and end the game. I was like, this should have happened a while ago, but happy we got it done.
Well, you were definitely a leader that night and a great player on so many other games. There was other nights that we could have given you this award, but on this particular night, you really stood out. You were the leader, and that's why you're the Stallion Player of the Game.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. All right, Steve. So there are our first 5 Game of the Week winners. And, you know, from being part of this process, it is so hard to pick a player of the game each game.
It is, but you know, it's also a lot of fun, and there's always 2 or 3 in the conversation every game, and you know, recognize what they're doing out there. But they're also great young men.
And we'll pick another one tonight after the homecoming game and throughout the rest of the season. Thanks for tuning in to this special little segment of the Stallion Player of the Game Award. Let's go back to the game.